Hi, my name is Meg, and I'm going to show you for this week's video of how I not only do infusions. Started off doing natural colors. I really kind of didn't know which ones to infuse, which ones that you don't. And here you're seeing me fill up a jar with some very lovely lavender petals. We have like 4 local lavender farms around where I live, and so I have a wonderful source, many sources for lavender petals. I am branching out of my comfort zone for the soaps in May, and I'm going to be making a honey soap, a goat milk soap, and for the goat milk soap I am infusing the olive oil with lavender because it's going to be a lavender based soap. So that's what I'm doing right here. I have filled up the jar with petals a little less than halfway. It's always fun to watch the bubbles as the air comes out of all the petals when you put the oil in. And then next you just put the lid on, and not too tightly, and then take it to your crock pot and give it a good shake first. Kind of make sure that it's all mixed in well. Put in your crock pot with the water filled up to where I'm showing you with my finger, not too high, not over the jar. And then I always put it on 6 to 8 hours on low. You can even do overnight, just make sure you do low or on warm. Next up is the rose hip infusion. I am making a face soap for May as well. That is going to be a different kind of recipe altogether, and I'm using up some of these beautiful rose hips from Mountain Rose Herbs, one of my favorite sources for plant matter and natural colorants. I've actually shopped there for, I can't even remember how many years, at least 25 years, if not more. I used to live in Oregon in my early 20s, and I just can't talk enough highly about them. I'm also subscribed to their channel. They have a YouTube channel as well. They are a wealth of knowledge and a wealth of beautiful things to buy from their catalog. So again, I'm filling it up to the same portion that I did with the lavender with the rose hips, and then filling it up to about before you get to the grooves on the jar with extra virgin olive oil. And again, this one I let it infuse overnight in the crock pot. I put it on low, and then it goes through a few hours on the warm setting after it does the cycle on low. And by morning it was infused and perfectly ready to make my soap. And then here I'm going to show you the simple infusions that I've done before on my channel, and I can link those other videos in the description below. But I wanted to use up, again for Mountain Rose Herbs, the rest of this turkey rhubarb root that makes a natural red. It was something that I had a little bit left of, about 1 ounce in my cabinet, and I just wanted, since it's organic, to use it up and try a new different red for right now. So I'm just pouring in the rest in there. It's about, I measured it, and it was about a little over 1 ounce. And then of course my indigo, which you'll see in a minute, always infuse, and the longer indigo goes, and alkanet and annatto, the better color you get on them. So it's a wonderful thing to make in the spring, to make your infusions ahead of time, so that when the summer heat comes, they're actually getting stronger and stronger in your cabinet. You want to shake them every day or every other day and put them in a nice cool dark place, but not too cold. You wouldn't want to put them in the refrigerator, because then they won't infuse quite as well. And as I'm showing you here, when it's powdered matter, it really does, you have to shake it very, very well until it's all incorporated. You can see when it gets all the way incorporated. So that's the beautiful rhubarb root for summer and fall soaps to come. You can see the jar in the background there is the infused rose hips that you saw a little earlier. This one right here. That's all ready to make my face soaps. And I usually get indigo from Nurture Soap, but they've been out of it recently, so I took a try on Brambleberry. I've ordered, this is my second jar of indigo from Brambleberry, and I'm really impressed with it too. It's lovely. It works really well too, and again, it just really pays to make sure that it is a long infusion. Again, it's 1 ounce. And here's a perfect example of why you should probably put down newspaper when you're going to work with indigo or activated charcoal or spirulina or anything else like that. Because when I first started to put it in the jar, it floofed all over the counter, as they tend to do, and then it makes a big mess for you to clean up. So and here are my jars at the end. I put labels on the indigo and the rhubarb root to the month and the year, so I know how long they've been infusing. And I thank you so much, not only for watching today, but for an interest in natural colors like I had. And if I can help others the way that with all of the wisdom that I've learned, that makes me so happy. Thank you for watching. Take care.